Hello and what is going on today, guys? Tomcat here, and today we are back in Spin Tires for another Mud Bog challenge. Now, we've got these two Ford Supersixes, basically 6x6, 6-wheel drive, and I am very excited to see how they do in the mud. This particular one, the one that I'm driving right now, is one made by CCS, and then the other one, I'm not exactly sure who made that, and then also we have kind of a bit of a wild card for this challenge, and it's that blue Dodge over there, so I'm not sure how that's going to do, but I'm curious. Now, I'm going to see if this can flex on the other Super 6. So far, it doesn't really want to. It's like, well, yeah, we'll see about that. Now, the other Super 6 is different because it's a little bit wider, not by much. The tires are a little bit wider. It's got Thornbirds on it right now. You can swap it to military tires, which makes it a little taller, or default tires, which are just ridiculous. And those look like a set of American Force wheels. I want to say they are. I'm just not exactly sure if they are or not. And I'm going to actually, you know what? I'm going to turn the wheel. I'm going to pull this over here and turn the wheel and see if the other Super 6 can flex on it, because before we get into the mud, I really want to try that. It's definitely not quite as polished as the white one, but they're both, I mean, they both look damn cool. All right, low range. Come on. Get into gear. There you go. It's got to line it up perfectly. Oh, come on. It could have done it. If it had that much grip going up, it could have done it. There you go. Oh, it doesn't have... It's the suspension's too stiff. The suspension's way too stiff, and it just kind of falls back off again. Anyways, regardless, we're going to use this Dodge mud truck as a benchmark. So, since it's, you know, it's a purpose-built mud truck, we're going to use it as a benchmark, and we're going to send it through the mud hole. Excuse me, Fords. This thing is so quiet compared to the other two. That is insane how quiet this is compared to the other two. Wow. I guess the Fords are just that damn loud. Alright, come on. Alright, we're in the mud hole. Getting some... This thing is fast. This is really fast. It's a lot faster than the last mud truck we had in here. Ooh, that's... Yeah, that's bad. Come on. I'm trying to get back on course as quickly as I can. It's just a little tricky to control one of these when they're like, when the thing is, the game doesn't really like speed all that much. It's Spin Tires. It doesn't really like speed all that much. So if you're going particularly fast and your truck like catches an edge or something, it will slow down either to a crawl or it will fall over. And when it falls over, you're in trouble because it's really hard to get one of these back onto its tires again. Holy crap. Okay, it started, which means, in theory, we should be able to pull it back over. Oh, okay. Come on. Damn, we're going to have to reset it. Crap, that sucks that we had to reset it. I figured it would have made it through. I mean, the only problem with this thing making it, or not being able to make it through there, is just the fact of how top-heavy it is. And if we could just dip right into there, we go. Alright, come on. I'm floored now. Full power. Okay, that was just embarrassing. Just completely rolled the damn thing over. Alright, one last try, and we'll see how it does. I want to get... See, wherever this thing lands on this try, that's where it sits. That's like the benchmark that's going to be set for those Fords. So, I'm hoping it does decently well, because I want to set a decent benchmark for those guys. Oh my god. Oh my god, that was so close. That was so close to just our run being completely over. Holy shit. Wow, that was crazy. If I can... No. Okay, well. Damn, that's where the benchmark sits, I guess. Oh, yeah, it's on its side completely now. It can't roll back up. Yeah, that's where the benchmark sits, which is not very far. All right, we're going to swap into CCS's truck now. And I'm assuming this is going to make it further, even despite the fact that it's got smaller tires. I don't know. We'll see. It doesn't quite have the speed that Dodge does, but it's definitely a little bit less hairy to drive, so I'm assuming it can make it all the way. Doing well so far. I mean, like, as far as the water level goes, it's just up to the doors. I mean, the tires are decent as far as, like, you know, height-wise. They're decently tall, and they've definitely got enough height to get this thing through here no problem. Like, we're already up to where the Dodge basically died. And that's pretty pitiful, honestly, for that Dodge. The only problem with those mud trucks is that, you know, if you're going to attack a mud hole, you're going to put it in high, and you're going to floor it, and I mean, you don't have to, but that's just how those trucks are. Like, that's how they're made to be driven. They're fun to drive that way, and if you let off, they bog down real easy in areas like this. They just bog down so far that it's just so hard to get them back going again. That really the best strategy is to put them in high and get as far as possible. Now, the last mud truck that I had through here made it a lot farther, but it had a lot of close calls along the way. Like, it was really close to completely just dying, basically. Like, it was so close to dying out and having major problems. It went on its side, I think, like 2 or 3 times, and was saved by the fact that its tires would grip back up and literally throw it straight again. So it's definitely not abnormal for those mud trucks to end up on their sides. In other news, though, this thing is doing damn well. I mean, another part of this test isn't just, you know, can you stay upright? It's, can you not get stuck? And so far, this thing has been doing so well in terms of grip that, like, dude, I can barely fault this thing as far as grip goes. I have no grip issues with this thing whatsoever. I mean, you can tell this was right around the time when CCS changed his grip tune, because compare this to the truck that was like the Ram that I said was quote-unquote useless. This thing has so much more grip. It's so much better. Oh God. That was really close to being done. That was like... That was really close. I think the only... If the other Supersix has just as much grip as this and more flex, I think it might actually be able to beat this thing, because... Or do better, anyway. Because if it is, and it can, then I think that we might have a bit of a contender here. But this, the only problem is the suspension is, like, rock-solid stiff. It's just... It has absolutely no give, no play, no nothing whatsoever, which on one hand can be a good thing because it keeps the truck really stable, but on the other hand, when you start to hit bumps and anything where you can flex out, it starts to be really bad because the whole truck bounces all over the place like it's just a brick. The suspension feels like you're almost riding on bricks. Regardless, though, we are almost to the finish. Almost there. Come on. This is where more flex would be nice, and I feel like it might be an area that the other Super Duty, the other Supersix, might get a bit of an edge. Just might get a bit of an edge, but so far it's actually done pretty well, considering the fact that it's tripoded like 10 different times through here. Oh, getting really close now. Yeah, that's the exit right there. We're pretty much out of the mud bog, just a little bit of a trail left to do. We climb the hill and we're done. A lot of it's also going to come down to who has the faster high range. All right, we're on the trail. I'm going to go ahead and drive this thing a little bit further forward and park it so we have space for the other Supersix up here. And e-brake on, back into automatic mode. And leave it there, and shut the engine off, because, oh crap, did not mean to do that. I dropped my controller, caught it, and the horn went off. Okay, Supersix number 2. Really hoping this thing has a hell of a high range. It's a little slow for high range. Honestly, it's a little slow. I think it's definitely, yeah, it's slower than the other one, but... This one has a lot of flex, like a hell of a lot of flex. It's got a right about the same height as far as tires go. It's kind of, I would say this one's, the body is maybe a little bit higher because in CCS's Supersix, the water was coming up to the doors. This, it's like right below the doors, but now, uh-oh. What is this? It's getting stuck. Crap, come on. Come on, come on, come on. Dude, this thing is having so much more trouble. I'm having to feather the throttle. Just like to keep it in high, I'm having to feather the throttle because it's just digging into the mud. And that's it. Like, it stopped. It's not going. It is not going any further. If you put it in low, it'll go. But the problem is, this is all about being able to just... This challenge is about being able to bomb through the mud hole in high, not creep through it in low range. I mean, you can creep through it in low range, but it'll take forever. Let's see what happens if I put it in automatic and then back into high. See if we can get some momentum back. But I know we definitely just proved that this thing doesn't even have anywhere near the grip that the other Supersix has. The other Supersix has this beat by worlds when it comes to tire grip. And I think that might just be like a CCS thing. Oh my god! Out of all the vehicles to roll over, I did not think that would be one of them. I genuinely did not. I thought that the other Supersix would roll over long before this one did. I'm going to go for one more attempt. But I think our winner here is pretty damn clear. Because the Dodge is on its side, and this has major grip issues and speed issues. I'm going to try and go along the edge, see if that helps my chances with getting through here faster. So far it actually does. Oh, much better. There must be like a patch of mud out in the middle that's just nasty. Come on, come on, come on, come on. I mean, much better as far as getting across goes, but it needed low range, and it's just, this truck feels lazy almost, like the pace of it just feels kind of like, sure, fine, I'll do whatever. It's kind of like, it's not excited. Like put it this way, the Dodge was like too excited. The Dodge was like hyper. The other Supersix was pretty good, pretty right in the middle. And then this is just kind of like, it feels like it almost doesn't want to go through the mud. It's just kind of like, but whatever, man. You just kind of do whatever you feel like. And it's less fun to drive because of that. These tires, the way they've got them set up and the way they've got them tuned, they are not grippy. They are not grippy at all. I'm going to say the win is, I didn't think it was going to be this easy to figure a winner out between these two, but it's the other Supersix. And as far as the Dodge goes, it's going to sit on its side until its next mud bog challenge. But if you guys did enjoy this video, don't forget to hit that like button. Tell me in the comment section down below what you guys thought of it. And if you're new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe for more. And I will see you guys in the next one. Talk to you guys later, and I hope you guys enjoyed.